Going to fix my camber on my car so it's equal front left to right, and then I can fix my wheelbase correctly from the front tire to the rear tire. But first we gotta get this baby back up in the air, get some of this stuff out of the way in the garage like I do every time, and then I'm gonna loosen up this A-arms, and I'm gonna put something shim something in there of the same size on both sides and then push it against it, and that's going to give me almost equal left to right, equal enough for what we're doing, and I think that is going to be the ticket. So I'll time lapse half of that work, and then I'll bring you back real time when we have something to show you. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get in here and loosen this up, and I plan on using some sort of you know, maybe this to shim out that A-arm once I loosen it up, and that way we can get the forward to back adjustment the same on this A-arm as it is on the other one over here. So that's really my main goal. This one kind of looks like it's all the way to the front, but I'm not sure. So we'll figure that out. I can shim it from the rear on that other side probably, and just get it adjusted off of that one side. So I'll do another time lapse on that, and we'll have it done in no time. Okay, I stuck this punch in the back, and you can see with the washer here, it's about, you know, lined up. So we're gonna put that on the other side, and to make it work on the other side, I'm going to have to remove, I think all I have to do is pull this out, and then I can move this steering arm up a little bit. It's probably all I'll have to do, so I can shim this in there and get it adjusted correctly. So that's what I'm going to do, starting with taking the tire off. I'm going to need the tire off to get the necessary extensions in to loosen these bolts, so might as well start there. So let's get that done. Now, we gotta loosen up the steering shaft. Probably can't see it too well, but you gotta stick a little Allen wrench in here and then loosen the keeper nut off, right? Sucker's in there pretty good. There we go. That's loose. I should be able to push this forward. Maybe. Maybe not. ain't moving. Get a pair of vice grips on there and then whack it with the hammer. That'll probably do the trick. Actually, these are pretty nice. I'm gonna go put some crappy ones on there. Let me adjust the camera angle. Okay, hopefully this won't just slide. Hopefully I can just tap it with the hammer and it'll come out of here. I'll start off with the little hammer. Yep, it's just sliding. Maybe I have to loosen this other one up and just take it off this way. We'll get it eventually, one way or another. Coming, but it shouldn't be that hard. What a pain. I don't think it's going to be any easier to put it back together. Okay, well anyways, now I can move this, right? Which was the whole point. Probably would have been easier to go from the other side knowing what I know now. But what's done is done. So now, we can loosen that bad boy up. Okay, should be all that I need. Let me see. Yeah, let's turn it by hand. Okay, get this one. Yeah, she's free. Yep, it's all working. think that's as good as we're gonna get, and that's really close. So we don't need it to be super crucial. Just kind of hand tightening it for the moment. Now we'll tap it some more with the hammer. Yeah, I'll be able to pull that out. All right. That's what I was worried about. Next. Yeah, it'll come out. That one I'm sliding to the front as much as possible to give it the best leverage. The cameraman is in the way. Okay, I'm gonna try to just tighten this one. See what happens. Alright, that should do it. Hopefully you could see what I was doing, but now we have the gap here. This one's kind of as much as I can do forward. But we have the same gap on the driver's side as we have on the passenger side. And one thing I didn't do is measure to see if these are the same size. I hope they are. That would be silly if they aren't. Mess up my measurement. All right. They're about 12 inches long. I don't know, the one on the other side does look longer. Damn it. Oh, nope. They're the same. 12 inches. So, we're good. Thank God. We don't want to have to try to figure it out some other way. I don't have the tools for that. Alright, so I got to reattach this bad boy. That thing does slide in and out like it's supposed to. So, I'm going to tighten this back on there since it didn't move. I'll get it in a second, actually. So all I gotta do is tap this baby back onto there, like so. Oh, I only removed one set screw. That's why it wouldn't move. Okay, problem solved. We'll get that on there in no time. That makes a lot more sense. That was a real bozo move on my part. I think it'll be easier to do it the other way since I got that kind of wedged place. All right, time to bring out the big guy. See if this works. I think that it will. Give me enough. Yep. That's all we needed. Run these screws in proper. So this is what I'm working on here. Gotta tighten these four pretty good. Then our steering won't come loose, as you seen when I was beating on it, because I forgot to take that one off. It does hold pretty well. So I feel pretty secure about that. Not losing control and flying off the track somewhere in the future. Okay. Seems right to me. Okay, that all took longer than I hoped it would, but that's what I got. Now I'm gonna get that tire back on, and then I'll come back around to the rear and see what we can see for shock mounts, and then also what I need to do to move that rear end and start measuring it, because it might have some different attachment points than the ones I've already discovered. So let me get this tire back on. One of these days I'll fix those wheel studs. What I'll probably end up doing is buying a set of wheels, because these wheels don't really hold on to a conventional tire. So I'm thinking it's going to be better to get some wheels that are a better size. So with the same offset, we'll see what happens. Put the leg nuts back on. That wasn't going to work. Good. I'll get my flashlight and I'll bring you to the rear so we can see what we got. All right, going down under. Not the fun way, Australia. Okay, I got that hooked up on the third slot there, and the third slot there, and we only have one mounting location in the front, or do we? Well, there's one location here. On the other side, looks like there might be some adjustability. We got 3 leaf springs on that side. We got 3 with a helper over here. So that side's gonna be a little stiffer. That's okay. I can just remove that helper later, I think. Maybe not. Anyhow, looks like all I have to do is loosen up these U-bolts and then move the wheel front to back, and I can get my wheelbase set, and then we will just call it done with that and not worry about it too much. It looks like there's perhaps a mounting hole here for a shock, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to weld something on here to mount shocks correctly, or find some kind of a bolt-on thing. Maybe I can find a bolt-on thing and then just weld an eye up here at the top of the frame, just from here to here. That would be short and sweet. I'll have to look into that. I won't be able to use the shocks I have at the moment, but I can use them for measuring purposes for sure. So these U-bolts I could loosen, and then we can figure out how we're going to measure our wheelbase. I can't trust any of the dimensions on the frame of the car, so I'm probably just going to have to go from the center of the axle when the wheels are straight, make a line on the ground, and then measure to the center of that one until we get it close. I mean, within less than an inch, I think it's gonna be fine. It's just a car that's gonna be off-road, you know, screaming tires around a racetrack. We'll fix it better at some point, take it to a shop to get it aligned maybe, but just so I can test drive it and everything, I don't need it to be that great. It's just gonna feel a little off until it's right. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and loosen them all, and then I'm gonna push it as far forward, or I should go as far back as I can, and then measure it and see where we're at. Might do the trick, who knows? Okay, that's probably pretty loose. Let's get the other side. All right. That bolt got, that nut got stuck. Okay. Yeah, she moves. Well, let me push. Push this side first. Okay, from here it looks like it's still turning out. So I think the passenger side has to go in actually. This side should go back. Doesn't look like it wants to. That's definitely as far back as it can go. On that side, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. It's still got some steer on it, but I don't even have to measure it to see that. And we'll push that other one back as far as we can, and that's the best we can do, I guess. There we go. I moved that other side all the way forward. That's all I can do. It's still not going to be right, but that's as good as it's going to be. I would have to make up the difference on the front, but I don't think it's that serious. Could have got a better adjustment, but I think we're getting close enough to it. It's not going to make that big of a difference. But anyways, just for fun, I kind of got this lined up as close as I can to the center of the front, and then I'm going to measure to the rear. Just an eyeball measurement, you know. And we're coming down, put that screw straight down, and it looks like we're between 106 and 107 on this side. Let's see how bad it is on the other side. See if I can't get a little bit closer. try and sweep the floor on this side. Anyhow. Okay. Pretty close. We're just eyeballing here. We're probably within an inch of the actual measurement. Okay, not too far off. Maybe 5 inches, 6 inches. Move this in. And from the center down, looks like we're hitting about 108.5. So you can see my concern. I mean, even if I'm eyeballing it wrong, you know, and we're still off a bit. But it is what it is. This thing was made to turn left. It might be a little less, maybe a ½ inch, but still not right. That's why I could see it. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but you know, it looks like that tire is out this way, coming in diagonal. And then on this other side, you can see that it looks like it's turning this way because the whole differential is turned. But we can figure that out again some other time if it's causing a real concern. One last thing I wanted to look at. Of course I can adjust the camber and get that dialed in, but I wanted to see if there was different bolt mounting points. No, it's just a weird setup they got right there. The other way I could adjust it would be to move that shackle back, right? Like force that shackle to move forward or back. But we're not there yet. I think this is as good as it's going to be under the current settings, and we have to just move on to other things. So moving forward with this project, next I'm going to get the seat bolted in instead of just sitting here, and then I need to think about pulling that transmission off if I have a couple of days to do it, which I don't. Coming up in the future, in the near future, I don't have too many days off of work, so it might be a couple of weeks. So I'm going to do a little bit of easier stuff, like start working on this front end and bolting this seat in, and some of that other stuff, like probably fix this and some other body work, try and make it look a little nicer, because that's easy enough to do when you don't have a lot of spare time. I don't want to have that engine and transmission just hanging there in a dangerous way. So I kind of gotta pick when to do that one when I have a couple of days off in a row. Anyways, that's all for this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.